Here's how you do it. Boom! First take, what'd I tell you? Boom, baby, literally boom. What's up? That was Bobby Milliken, 50-yard field goal, first take, no lie. Tina, what'd you think? Yes! Ah! I might have been a little bit overexcited for that one.
Listen, that's the peak of your life.
I love that. That was seriously a 50-yard field goal, and I'm turning 50 in a couple months, so it was a big deal for me and very exciting. If you know anything about kicking, a 50-yard field goal is kind of hard to do.
Have you ever done that before that day?
I have done that before that day, but to still do it, like every year I try and do it, like, can I still do this?
Can I still do it?
Can I do it? I don't know. I don't know.
That was incredible.
Thank you. We're going to get you out on the field and kick next.
That won't be pretty. But Bobby brought us two things.
Yes.
He brought us the Today Special from One Click.
Amazing one-click flashlight.
And I asked him, since we had him today, if he could actually talk about an item that has been super hot already in this gifting system. It's from Auto Joe, that's Sun Joe, Snow Joe, it's all the same company. They're giving us that same quality in an inflator. Think your car, your bicycles, your bikes, your balls, anything that needs to be inflated. It already has like an auto shut-off, so if you're like, inflating makes me a little uncomfortable, intimidated, it does all the work for you, but that's not it. It's also going to be a flashlight. It is also going to be a power bank. So when you're not inflating anything, you're going to be using it in a multitude of ways. It's a $59 digital inflator power bank flashlight that on a Black Friday deal is $29.95. You get all the different nozzles, so that way you can, inflate different things. That's how you do that.
Right.
But think about this, Bobby. You know what I noticed? Specifically in Florida, because my tires on my car deflate just because of the weather.
Changes based on the weather.
There's not air things at gas stations like they used
what's
to be.
going on? Or the hose is ripped off?
I don't know. And you have to pay.
Do you? And then some are cash only. You're like,
I don't have coins.
Do I have 20 quarters on me? Like who has all these quarters to get the tires pumped up anymore? Listen, this is peace of mind. Is exactly.
You can put it in your car.
And by the way, this is from us at Auto Joe. Auto Joe is Sun Joe, Snow Joe, Air Joe, Power Joe. We're all the Joe family. So if you're familiar with our pressure washers, we're the #1 brand of pressure washer in the United States. So we bring you this item. So there's a few things you should have in your car. You should have your safety kit, right? In addition to that, you should have a tire gauge, right? You should have a way to inflate the tires. You should have a safety light, and you should have a power bank.
Yes.
Guess what this is? All 4 of those things built in one. And I'm gonna come around front and show you if that's okay.
Yeah, let's inflate some stuff.
Yeah, I got a couple things to inflate. And so all you do to power it on is you're just gonna hold that first button for 3 seconds. If you take a look at this wheelbarrow down here, when we come back, no rush, but I have a wheelbarrow that's got a very flat tire, and I've got a lot of heavy weight on top. I've got 2 cinder blocks up here. I've got a big bag of sand, so you can see the wheel is very flat. So I'm just gonna hit the button, and what's nice about this is you don't have to sit there and babysit it, because you can control and tell it what PSI that you want it to go to. When it reaches that certain PSI that you predetermined, it will automatically shut off. But just look how quickly that whole tire is pushing up, even with all this weight on it. And then now, just in a few seconds, I can hit stop on that guy. Now you've got a tire that's inflated. If it can do it on this tire, you know as you're watching at home, it can do it on your tire. As a matter of fact, this is powerful enough, Tina, to do 140 PSI. And if you're new to inflation, or what's PSI? It's just a measurement, pounds per square inch. The higher the number, the more powerful. Well, a car tire usually does like 30, right?
Okay.
A dump truck tire takes 120. This will do 140 PSI. So I just want to get that out there. It's strong.
So basically, all the tires.
Basically, any tire that you can bring to the game, you can do it.
Yes. Let's inflate it,
exactly, right?
I will tell you, anytime, it doesn't matter if I am inflating something small, like a beach ball or my tire, I'm very intimidated because I never know when to stop.
That's what I love about this.
I'm like, am I gonna explode this thing?
See this basketball? See how flat that was? And then now, I tell you what, here's the honest truth. I got kids at home. Anything I do these days requires air. If I want to go to the beach, I got to blow up the beach ball. If I want to play basketball, soccer, football, I got to blow up all the balls. If they don't have air in them, I can't do them. If I want to go on a bike ride with the kids, those tires need air. So everything is built in right here. I'm going to direct your attention to the screen. First of all, you've got a nice bright white LED screen, which is very cool. You can see your battery strength right there is 3 out of 3. And what's neat is you can hit this button. We've already got kind of preset. So if you're not sure where to start, You hit this button and it's gonna cycle through the different ones to automatically quickly get you there. Like that's a car, usually about 35 PSI, motorcycle about 45, bike tire 35, or float or ball about 8. When you hit this button right here, it says SOS, I'm gonna slowly turn it to camera. Look at this. Now you have a nice work light. Again, another light built into the system. If I hit that light again, I can cycle between a slow red flashlight or a more faster blink that's just basically signaling if you're on the side of the road or somewhere, hey, you know, I may need some help here, you know, please make a call or stop and help out. So you've got your lights, you've got your power bank, you've got your air, and I'll go through the nozzles real quickly. I'll try and keep it still. This is the sports needle. So you get one of these. This is obviously for the sports balls. You get the Presta valve right here, which this one's a little less used, but it's if you've got that certain mountain bike that takes those skinny tires, then you're gonna need that. Then we have 2 different size of these nozzles right here. And those are to inflate the floats, the beach balls, all those type of things. You're gonna use that nozzle.
Okay, imagine right now, it's dark out.
Yeah.
My tire's flat. I'm by myself.
Yes.
What do? I have a light so I can see inflating the tire.
Yes.
Now I can't even call and cry to my hubby because my phone's dead. I have a power bank that's gonna charge up my phone so he can just hear me crying and be like, my tire is flat. I don't wanna have to take the tire off, right? I can't bring air to my tire. I have it, I am in charge, I am in control. If you have somebody that's younger, they live out of state. The first time I ever moved away, I lived in Arizona, I moved to Kentucky, I knew not a soul. I didn't even have anybody to call to come and help me or do anything with my tire. That is so empowering for anybody to have an air inflator there, and it's not intimidating, right? If I even roll into a gas station, those things intimidate me. It's loud, it's big, I don't know what I'm doing,
You don't
right?
want to be at a gas station any longer than you have to, really.
And it always seems to be in the dark.
Yeah, and maybe not a great spot. It's like, why are these air pumps or air inflators are just...
Right, if I'm in that situation, that imagination, you know, imaginatory scenario.
We know what you're talking about. We go
But
there.
tell you, I'd give you $30 one time, that saved me. I'd give you $30 one time.
At this price, I recommend 3 of these, honestly, because you should keep one in the garage and one in both of your car. Your loved one's car, your husband or your wife, and then one for you. So you need 3, and correct my math, can you get 3 for about $100? Is that my math right?
60, 90,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is a no-brainer, especially gifting season coming up. I mean, when they told me that this is also a safety light, I was like, okay, that's a really great feature. And then when they added from last year that this is a power bank, are you kidding me? So now if I'm stranded, not only can I see my tire, I can inflate my tire, I can check the pressure on it because it's a pressure gauge, and I can charge my cell phone. Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. And when we come back, I'm going to show you how easy it is. By the way, this is powered by a built-in battery. So all you need is a USB port. We give you the cord, and it's going to charge up. So I've got my USB cord at the end of here, and I'm going to have you focus on my cell phone and take a look. As soon as I plug that in, you're going to see, boom, see how it starts charging it right away? That's what I mean by power bank. So you've got the power right there. I'm gonna show you up here. I've got a bike tire. Same thing. You can see, look how deflated that. Can you see how deflated that tire is? So again, you just turn it on by holding it for 3 seconds, and then I can change it to bike tire if I wanna kinda get in the right zone. And then I hit it. Again, you don't have to babysit it. When you get this home, it's gonna be this nice small footprint. All you have to do is attach the hose, and this is called the air chuck. It's attached to whatever tire that you're gonna be using, and then that quickly, it's starting to inflate. Now you can see the PSI going 10, 10.5, 11. So if I were to set this at like, let me stop it for a second and set it at like 13. So I'm gonna hit the up arrow because you can control it. See, I'm hitting the down arrow. I'm at 43 right now. I'm gonna go down to like 13 or something like that. Let's go to 13, right? So I'm going to hit the button, and then it's going up, it's 12.5. See how it's already about to stop? Because it knows, it's right there.
It knows you're there.
That's
what I
love
need.
that. Yeah, that's the important thing, because you don't want to sit there and like babysit it or wonder, am I gonna go over? Is that enough? It just does it, and you just set it and forget it, honestly. Especially if you have a car tire, those take a little bit longer, right?
So you don't have to be there.
If it's cold outside or hot outside, you set it up, let it inflate, especially if you need 10 PSI. It may take you a couple minutes. Set it up, go inside, have your coffee, warm up, whatever you need to do. You come out, it's stopped, and your tire is ready to go. So for me, this is a no-brainer. This is safety, this is peace of mind, and it's all by Sunjo, which we know and love already, so I'm like, no-brainer.
Well, you know, flat tire, unexpected, right?
Right.
But right now, since we're going into the cold months here in Florida, we took all of our pool floats and deflated them, right? We're gonna put them away. They're not gonna be up and, you know, blown up during the winter time. But next year, when it's summertime, we're gonna inflate. And we have so many pool floats. My husband went crazy. We have like 20 million pool floats,
You
right?
have a big pool?
Not really.
You've got more float than pool.
I think so. I think so. Like, I kind of lost my kid amongst all the floats. But when it's summertime, I know every single summer I'm gonna blow up every single one of these pool floats, right?
Right.
So whether it's unexpected, expected, maybe you have a soccer coach, you have a football coach, you have a basketball coach, and you would love to gift them something for being a great coach for your kids.
Yep.
They
Boom.
need this. Do you know what they're doing for your kids? Inflating all those balls.
Yeah. Why
For
not?
practice.
Help them out. Look at this. I got this. Look how that was super quick. Serve it up. Jim's ready for you over there.
Ready?
Oh, that was really good for. That was really good. She says she can't kick the football. She can do that. She's
No, I
ready
just
to
don't want
rock.
to embarrass anybody out here. No.
So you're good to go with this. Again, I love that it's got the nice white display, the bright LED, so you can see it in the dark, and you have control. All you do is got a plus to go up and a minus to go down. So this is how you control it. This is how you set it to your desired PSI. That's to start. And then that's to stop. Don't forget, it's got the safety light that's just up here. So I'll show it to camera right there. I've got a nice bright work light or an area to see. If I tap the SOS again, I've got that red. I tap it again, I've got a flashing. So I know we're kind of getting down to the end of our presentation. I want to go back to the wheelbarrow if I can, because I feel like this is just really a great way to visually see the Auto-Joe compressor inflator in action. So you turn it on with a 2-second push. You just see how flat it is, by the way. If you take a look how flat the tire is, again, I've got a wheelbarrow, a lot of weight, cinder block, sand. All I gotta do is hook up my Auto-Joe, let it do the work. It's gonna shake and shimmy around, but you can see the PSI slowly but surely getting up there. And now I can see that quickly, I've got some air, and I could keep going, but you get the picture. If it's strong enough to do this tire, it's gonna be strong enough to do yours. This will do up to 140 PSI. A dump truck's 120. Your car is about 35. A bike tire is about 35. The beach balls are about 8 PSI. So this is gonna be able to do everything kind of in between both of those ends.
You get the bag that it will be in, the charger, you get all the different little tips that you
Nozzles,
need on here.
Yep, everything.
You're ready and go. Buy a few of these, have them already stocked when they're basically half off right now. Sue Ming.
Were you a volleyball player?
I wasn't. I wasn't.
She was good, wasn't she?
Right? I'm like, okay.
Boy mom. Boy mom. What do
Oh,
you got?
love it. Oh, I have these gorgeous clocks from Rhythm. I mean, they're absolutely stunning, absolutely exquisite, and they play music. Can you believe that? So Rhythm is known as leaders in luxury